A claps.
Welcome back, T Squad. It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 3 review. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been tuning in. Please, 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 if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Please thumbs up this video for your girl. It helps with the algorithm. And if you have not turned on your post notifications, please do so right now. And please, please, please share this video with your friends, your co-workers, your family, whomever. I'm trying to get these numbers up for the House of the Dragon reviews, and I need your help to do so. So please, please help your girl out. Now let's get into this week's video review. So we start off the episode with bodies, 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 bodies. Shout out to one of my favorite shows, Snowfall. Team Green and Team Black went to war, and it was just carnage everywhere, okay? Just carnage. So Ray, Jace, and Rhaenys bury the twins. Rest in peace to Sir Eric and Sir Eric, okay? The repast, the funeral, it went well. It wasn't a lot of crying and boo-hooing. You know, they mama and daddy had already passed on, so we ain't have to worry about that weeping and wailing. You know, it was a nice homegoing service for the twins. Rhaenys basically makes a suggestion to Ray that you need to talk to Alicent, girl, before they get out of hand. And she basically on some, nah, I'm good. It ain't nothing to talk about. She being real pig-headed right now. The new guards over at King's Landing, they don't really have that much respect for Kristen, honey. They just look at him when he come down the steps like, oh, we supposed to stand up for you? Okay, I guess. So they get up and he kind of looking because he made a fool out of himself. First of all, he wasn't there to save Jaehaerys, okay? And then you sent Sir Eric over there to Dragonstone or wherever Ray at to kill her, and it didn't work. So everybody looking at him like, how are you the boss? How are you running the girls again? Because we don't really understand this. And he feel bad still too. And nothing that he does moving forward is going to take that away. So Kristen is late for the board meeting. Everybody is already in there with their balls or whatever. And I Googled what those balls mean that everybody has in front of them when they're at the conference table. And it's basically their way back then of clocking in. Like, okay, I'm here. I grabbed my stone out and clocked in for the meeting, right? So during the meeting, they're discussing war strategies, and Kristen wants to ride out with his men to subdue Harrenhal and then take the Riverlands. Like, they need this in order to get as much territory and much soldiers and everything to fight this war against Ray. Alicent, however, thinks that he's moving in haste. Like, you moving too fast. You just made a dumb decision. Okay, sending Sir Eric over there, that didn't work. Now you trying to ride out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no training, no conversations, no nothing. She ain't for it. Aegon, however, is for it. He like, you talking about, mom, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And he actually wants to ride out with them to prove that he is about it and ride it. And everybody kind of look at him like, I don't know if this is for you. Maybe you should just stay back. But he is trying to prove himself that, you know, he's a king slayer. He's that dude. I ain't no punk. So back over at Ray's crib, she has a little powwow with Mysaria, who did not catch the bus back to King's Landing. She's still over there at her crib. And since she did her a favor and warned her that Sir Eric was about to come and slice her throat, she now wants a place in Ray's court. And her and Ray then kind of became a little close or whatever. Like, she likes that she's knowing, she know the tea, She know the gossip. She know the ins and outs. She know the who's. She know how to get information. She know how to give information, honey. So she's basically about to become Rhaenyra's Larys. How Larys is giving information, whether it's good or bad or whatever, to Alicent and Aegon and Aemon. She's about to be that for him. And I think that that's very big of Ray to be like, you used to husband, I get it, you almost had a baby by him, you know what I'm saying, y'all might even still have feelings for each other, but I don't care about none of that. Women empowerment, okay? Hoes before bros. At the end of the day, I don't care about none of that. So Ray kind of like, okay, let me think about this might be a good little idea. Rhaenyra tells Rhaena that she wants her to go to Pentos where her mama died, and she kind of looking at her like, what? You want me to go where? So you just don't give a last time I was there, my mama died. Okay. And Ray tells Rhaena that she need to go there. Basically tell Prince Reggio, what's good, what's up? Will you marry me? You know what I'm saying? Provide me with your spoils, your riches, and keep me safe. And also, while you there, I need for you to raise your stepbrothers, because they're not safe here. So I need you to be the mama to them that I can't be to them right now because I got a war to tend to. So Rhaena kind of feeling like, who the f*** you think I am? I ain't Nanny McPhee. She was like, so you sending me because I ain't got no dragon? Because Baela ain't going. So you basically treat me different because I ain't got no dragon. That is racist. I didn't take you for a racist, Ray. And Rhaenyra was like, look, girl, you know, I can't make everybody happy. I can't even make you happy. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to do this for me. Rhaena was like, yes, queen. And she leave out the room. But you could tell like she's still not happy or satisfied with what's going on. And she's mad that her sister gets to stay and she doesn't. Now her daddy gone. She about to be torn away from her sister. It's just a mess. So Daemon gets to Harrenhal, okay, with his dragon, and he claims it. He takes Harrenhal. He's there before Team Green gets there. So hopefully he's able to round up an army because things are about to get ugly real quick. Kristen then cut his hair, child, and got that good old 1999 in sync haircut. And I was like, what is going on with this? He got him a cute little pixie cut now. And I was like, you still a lame. It don't matter. You're still a lame. Mind you, Alicent's brother then came into town to fight the war too, because he in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? He in the Navy. And so he coming to fight. But he's a prick. He getting on everybody's nerves already. So before he goes off to war, Sir Kristen basically asks Alicent, you know, to pray for him and to carry him in her heart. And she give her a little handkerchief. And that's basically her way of saying you can get these drugs when you come back home. Okay. So he rides off to war. Rhaenys tells Ray that there is no sign of Team Green anywhere. You know, they've been keeping an eye out everywhere to be on point if in case they decide to roll up real quick and try to do a little and spray them and do a little drive-by on some Menace to Society type time. So Ray's council suggests that they send all their dragons out there to turn all of Team Green strongholds over to their cause. And if anybody like, no, we're not turncoats, we gonna stay and we gonna ride with who we've been riding with, then just burn them to a crisp. Period. Make lunch meat out them. And Ray was like, we're not doing that, because once you get the dragons involved, it's gonna be an outright bloodshed like y'all not ready for. Like, this be the end of all of us if we just get the dragons out there burning up folks, and then eventually it's going to be dragons versus dragons, and we cannot have that. Like, she is trying her hardest to avoid all of that, and her council is starting to look at her like she like, see, this is why we don't want women to rule, because y'all emotional and you ain't trying to, you know, just act and stand on business and not give out. People mortality, basically. Ray was like, no. Has anybody heard from Damon? They was like, ain't nobody heard from him, girl. He has not called you. He has not texted you. He ain't emailed you. He ain't sent a pigeon, a kite, or nothing. So she like I didn't expect for to be gone this long. Like, he really mad at me. God, really have to suck his he get back. So she was like, no, we're going to wait on Damon. We're going to wait on Damon. Like, I know he going to come through for me. Like, she's holding steadfast. So then the council suggests that she go into hiding. She go into a safe place and let them take over. So she's like, that's treason. Like, basically, you trying to take my throne away from me? She was like, you better be glad I'm in a good mood right now and that I'm like on my last day of my menstrual cycle, because you really tried me. You tried me and my edges, and we ain't got time. Don't play with me. Don't play with me, okay? So then we see Rhaenys and Corlys having them a little moment while they eating lunch outside. They eating a little Lunchable, you know what I'm saying? And she suggests to Corlys that Rhaena take over Driftmark over Joffrey, which is his grandson, which is also Ray's son, who is only 6 years old. And he's like, all y'all motherfuckers smoking crack. He was like, it's not happening. He was like, she don't know about sailing the sea or anything. And she was like, and a 6-year-old does? Like, make it make sense. Who would you rather take over, Rhaena or a 6-year-old? Like, come on, bro. But he don't want to listen. He don't want to listen. He's not budging. And Rhaenys is like, I'm so sick of trying to put y'all heads on straight and nobody wants to listen to me. But in all actuality, he needs to let his other sons, his bastard sons, need to be the one to take over because they know the family business. And I feel like that was a conversation that they were conveying with each other through their eyes, and it wasn't being said. So I think that Rhaenys may know about them boys. I bet you she know about them, because they need to be the ones that take over Driftmark. They're the rightful heirs. And let's not forget, his son is still alive. And so I'm wondering at some point, is he going to come back to aid Ray in this war? You know what I'm saying? Because he faked his death. So it's a lot going on over there with the sea snake and his wife. It's time for Rhaena and the boys to go on over there with her new boo thing. So before she leaves, Ray gives her some dragon eggs to raise alongside her children. And that kind of make her feel a little bit better, because she getting some dragons or whatever. Maybe one of them will take to her, and then the boys or whatever. She hug her sister goodbye, and, you know, she's sad to go, but, you know, she got to do what she got to do. Helena and Alicent have a conversation, and she basically tell her mama, I forgive you. And Alicent was like, huh? She was like, I forgive you, girl. I forgive you. But I feel like that I forgive you was more than I forgive you for Kristen and him not being in his post, and he could have been there to save us. I think that I forgive you is I forgive you for being a mama. I forgive you for not being there for me, for not understanding me, for not like aiding me in my gift that I have that nobody seems to be interested in, that could actually help all of us. Like, I think that that's what that I forgive you meant for Helena. And I hope Helena make it out. I hope Helena make it out. She able to go on a nice little Disney cruise or something. You know what I'm saying? Find her a nice little man, you know, get her a little farm, you know, with some goats and some pigs, and just live a peaceful life. She deserve it, child. She deserve it. You know, I see her with a nice looking Italian man, you know, named Michelangelo. I see that for her. I really do. It's time for Aegon to join Sir Criston out there on the battlefield. He just got suited and booted. He got his men in the room with him. And he kind of amped. He ready to go to prove himself. But before he can, Sir Larys bring his up in there and asks to have a conversation with him off to the side. And he tells him that, people around town been talking. He was like, talking about what? And he was like, well, some people are saying, you know what I'm saying, that it's a good thing that you trying to go to war and prove yourself. But then other people are saying that they feel like you've been tricked into going to war so Alicent could reign in your absence alongside your brother. And he looking like, oh, really? They trying to get me out the way? Oh, hell no. But I was like, if he thought with his brain, he would have realized the dude was playing him, because he was the one that suggested he go to war. Nobody even brought that up but him. You know what I'm saying? So they was looking at him like, no, don't go. So I'm like, you so stupid. You playing right into this dude's hand. Like, this is what he wants you to do. Nobody in the land was saying it, but he's so secure when it comes to his mama and his brother, and him being lesser than when it comes to Aemon, when it comes to battling and fighting and all of that stuff, that bruised his little ego. And so now he's decided that he ain't going to war. He was like, I'm gonna ride out maybe a week from now. You know what I'm saying? I need a little bit more time. So his men was like, I bet, let's kick it tonight. Let's go to $2 Tuesdays, get us some, $2 hamburgers, some $2 beers, and let's kick it tonight. So that night they hit up the local pub. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in there, everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in that motherfucker. The good old time. Shabuzi in there performing. It's lit, okay? So he in there, he buying rounds for everybody. Everybody was like, that's what's up, King Aegon. That's what's up. Like, see, this is why we voting for you in November, not Trump, not Biden. We voting for Aegon. Yes. After they leave the pub, they head over to Magic City. And so they looking for, some cootie cat, to so he opening up all the little back room, the little private rooms, and he stumbled across Aemon in one of the private rooms with the house mom. he on the house mom. Aegon is drunk boots. Aemon is laying up naked with the house mom, and Aegon is like, look at my brother, still on the same, took his virginity years ago. Look at this lame, and motherfuckers want me to feel inadequate against you. Aemon is normally, so strong and visceral and menacing, but in this moment, he has been caught in his most vulnerable position that he could ever be caught in. And in order to play it off, he was like, any of y'all can, I don't give a her, anybody can lay with her. And he get up, and the looking like, oh, really? This how gonna play me after I've been there cuddling, pillow talking with your ass, listening to you whine and cry about your big family, and you gonna play me and call me a whore? And okay, I got you. And I think this gonna come back to bite him in the ass point. Like, I do think he gonna go back and apologize, but I think that the damage would have already been done. Like, you trying to play me, like, I thought we was more than that. I thought we was better than that. And then on top of that, when he stood up and turned around, mind you, he fully naked. So everybody looking at his little Peter Weeder, and I'm looking like, where is it, Jesus? Huh? Hello? Where are you? Y'all see anything? Because I don't see anything. Lord, that actor, whoever plays him, kudos to you, sir, because I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you had the confidence to show that, because now the world know you're little, you tall and lanky for nothing. Ooh, Jesus. I mean, I hope they paid you extra, child, because your sex life. But it ain't all about the length. It's about the motion in the ocean. Aegon and them was laughing at it. He walked up out there, his eye patch, and I was like, oh yeah, he mad. He left his eye patch and everything, child. Ooh, Lord. And I was like, baby, just go on and get LASIK. On that eye, get LASIK. We see Sir Kristen, they out in the field, out in the open, and he pull up on Alicent's brother to talk to him about, where we gonna sleep at tonight. And he was like, we gonna sleep at the Holiday Inn. Like, Why are you questioning me? So as they're having this conversation, Sir Kristen noticed that it's shade coming over the sky. And he was like, oh, been exposed. Ride to the forest. Let's hit the tree. And sure enough, it's Baela on her dragon. And she spots them. So she go flying, swooping down on their. I was like, didn't Ray tell you be inconspicuous? But she was like, nah, I done seen the traitors amongst us. So she go flying after them, but they make it into the woods though, so she can't see them. So they hiding out, scared of the mother, especially Alicent brother. And she could have literally burned the whole forest down and killed them. But remember, Ray told her not to do anything, to be under the radar. But at that pitch, I would have burnt they to a mother. And I would have been like, girl, my dragon just blew. He just sneezed and fire came out and it torched everybody. I didn't tell him Jacaris. You know, I would have made up a lie. Once she couldn't find him, she ended up flying off and leaving. And so Kristen was like, we ain't going to no inn. We gonna stay in the forest so we can stay clear of these dragons and not die before we even make it over to Harrenhal. Back at the city council office, Baela tells Ray and the other councilmen what just happened. And so now the council are telling Ray that she got to act now. Bring out the motherfucking dragons. Bring them out. It's hard to yell when them barrels in your mouth. And she's like, okay. And they all like, shit, yes. She was like, I'll consider it. And they were like, oh. Like, girl, get out of your own way and let's get it. Stop trying to be a martyr about the situation. But I appreciate that she's trying to do everything in her power to avoid this war. Like, she's really not trying to go there. Everything in her spirit is telling her, this ain't right, this ain't right, this ain't right, this ain't right. But everybody else is kind of getting fed up with her because they ready. They trained to go. Okay. Back over there at Harrenhal, Daemon is in his room. It's leaking all over the place. He can't call nobody to come repair the roof or nothing because, you know, it's the weekend. So he just putting pots and bowls everywhere around the room. And then somebody get to banging on his door trying to get in. Now, mind you, he got one of his swords in the door handle, so can't nobody come in. So he kind of looking like, who the f-? So he grabbed his other sword, opened the door, ain't nobody standing there. And I already knew, I was like, this got something to do with that girl. Because when he first took over Harrenhal, it was this little raven-haired girl walking around all creepily in the background. I was like, something about to be up with this bitch. And sure enough, when he opened the door, like I said, wasn't nobody there. So he get to walking down the little corridor or whatever, and he walks into this room and he sees young Ray holding Jaehaerys and sewing his head back on. And she was like, I always got to fix all of your shit. Next thing you know, he comes to and realizes that he done walked his outside. Like, he been sleepwalking. Like, this was literally sleepwalking. So he looking like, how the did I get outside? And lo and behold, the little raven-haired witch is standing there and she was like, you're gonna die here. And walks off. Daemon, if you don't this you gonna tell me that I'm gonna die here. You's a mother alive. You gonna die here. No, that little raven-haired got to go. And I was like, because at first I thought when I saw her, I was like, is he gonna f her? Are they about to have an affair? And I could so see him fucking her still even after what just happened. But yeah, it's something up with that hoe. And I don't know how I feel about her. I feel like she got some mystical powers and shit like that. Ray then goes to Mysaria and tells her, look, I need your help. I need to find out a way to talk to Alicent. And she was like, I mean, we could send her an email. She was like, no, because I wouldn't trust that if the shit was sent to me. I need to talk to her face, bitch, and not on FaceTime. I need you to help me. So she was like, only thing I can tell you is the only way I can get you face to face with her is when she go to prayer, because that's the only time she by herself. So next thing we see, Ray is in a nun outfit, child, and she is walking through King's Landing with one of her men who is dressed in peasant garb. Nobody realizes that it's her. You know, she just looks like a regular peasant person in King's Landing. After that, we see Ray walk into the church behind Alicent. And now it is time for Keisha'S theater. I must speak with you, and if I cry out, your knights would find me. I would be taken or slain, but not before I kill you. And then what? My bad. Tripping. I started this off totally wrong. I'm starting off bad. I'm not trying to come in here on 100. I just want to talk to you. We used to be girls. We used to be like this, Alicent. Look, we watched the tourney together. You and I, the day my brother was born. Do you not remember that? We knew even then that the men trained up for battle are eager to fight, to seek blood and glory. But I know you do not have that desire within you. Rhaenys has counseled me. She said she saw in you a wish to avert the worst of what may now come. So you've come to surrender then. Is that what you're telling me? You're throwing your cards in, Ray? I have come to see if we may uncover some path towards peace. My dragons are restless. They smell battle. But if you and I may come to terms, there are no terms, girlfriend. Terms and conditions are over. What you think this is? Have no army. Your allies turn from you when they hear of your depravity. Your hands are bloodied in a crime I could never imagine you to do, Rhaenyra. The trespass was not mine. I did not do such a crime. Alicent, I'm really sad that you would think that I would do such a thing. Whatever. Think what you want. I am a mother too. And you have yet to answer for the murder of my son. I repudiate the act with all of my heart. I would never do such a thing. Ever. Never, ever. Of course you do, Alicent. And the usurping of my rightful inheritance? What about that? Huh? Tell me about that, Alicent. Have you now stooped so low that you will countenance the suffering and death of thousands in order that your feckless son, your father, changed his mind, Rhaenyra? Get over it. How many times do I have to tell you this? He did not choose you in the end. Oh, so you say. And so your father has proclaimed to the realm. I saw the king that night. Mere hours before I left him, he had affirmed my right to the throne, a right he upheld steadfastly every day of his life after my mother died, my dear mother. And yet you will maintain that his mind was changed in an instant. And is? You lie. Girl, okay. No, Rhaenyra, I'm not lying, okay? My father loved me, Alicent, and I believed he loved you too. Did you betray him at the very last? Where was your plan first laid? Was your ambition so keen? Girl, he changed his mind. Are you not hearing what the fuck I'm saying? He changed his mind. I put that on everything. I put that on my mama. I put that on my kids. I swear this to you, Rhaenyra, on the memory of my mother. I have been at times unkind. Yes, I have, but never untrue. I pronounce before all gathered in that room that you would make a fine queen. Do you think me capable of such naked deceit? What did he say in the end? Did he speak my name? He was weary. He was weak. He was on dialysis. He really wasn't eating much. You know, we had to give him Ensure because he couldn't keep anything down. You know, it was at times very hard to understand what he was saying. So we would just have him write things down on a piece of paper, you know. But in anger, he spoke Aegon's name. He said he was the prince that was promised. What? Look, on the strength of the fact that me and you used to be besties, I desire peace as you do. But if no, girl, all that. My father used those words. The prince that was promised. Did he? Yeah, he did. What about it? He spoke to you of the Song of Ice and Fire? Huh? What? It's a story. He once told me about Aegon the Conqueror. The Conqueror? Yeah, girl. Aegon the Conqueror. That's what the he was saying. He wasn't saying he wanted Aegon on the throne. He was talking about the story, dum-dum. No. There has been a mistake. There has been no mistake. I gotta go. Please, you can prevent this, Alicent. A terrible war is looming, and even victory may be so bloody, it will be counted as a loss. Do not let your pride blind. There's been no mistake. I said what I said. My father is gone from court. Cole is on the march. Aemon, you know what Aemon is. He been wanting to your sons up for years for what happened to his eye. It's too late, Ray Ray. It's too late. Alicent, come back. No. And scene. And that was the end of the episode. So now Alicent knows that all of this shit is her fault. But she's too prideful to turn back now. Even though she now knows the truth. That the heir of the throne is rightfully Rhaenyra. So now at this point, I feel like anything that happens is your fault and you deserve it. Because you could have stopped it and you chose not to. A mess. A mess. Things is about to get down and dirty. Looks like next week we're about to have a battle and it's about to be up and stuck. And I literally cannot wait. I cannot wait one bit. It's going to be fantastic. I give this week's episode of House of the Dragon, I give it a B+. It was a good episode, but this was an episode to get us to the next point, you know. So it was kind of like a filler episode, but it pushed the story forward still. And I connected a lot with the storylines that were going on. Well acted. Beautiful imagery. Once again, love this show. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about the episode. Let's talk about it. Make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications. Once again, I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.